Sanbonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are talking about the ultimate girls trip South Africa. Guys, the end of this episode, this latest episode of the ultimate girls trip was so messy and so personal. Like, it made me cringe in so many ways and made me so uncomfortable in so many ways. Like, I believe, guys, this is TV. TV is meant to be entertainment. Like, the moment people like now dig out people's personal news, like, it just makes me like so sick to the core of my stomach that I just don't want to watch it. Anyway, this episode starts, it was actually overall it was a good episode, but towards the end I was just like, I don't like watching things that are like so messy, because these are people's personal lives, especially if you're going to include people who have nothing to do with, like, they aren't here. Do you get what I'm saying? So anyway, this episode actually started with Nongu and the ladies. Nongu, there was a scene basically where Nongu was asking, she was asking Ulitabo to teach her how to twerk, right? So Ulitabo was teaching her how to twerk, and she got all excited. And then Unongu decides to jump into the pool because of that excitement of, I don't know if maybe twerking brings a different type of adrenaline or what. She decides to jump into the pool, you guys. Now, the thing is, she's jumping into the pool with the mic, and obviously the mic is not waterproof, you guys. Well, it's not obvious, but the mic is not waterproof, you guys. So there, Lassie is like, Tongo's there. She's like, Nongu, like, you can't do that. Don't. Before she actually jumped in, people like Tongo kept saying, like, don't jump in, don't jump in. But you know, Nongu, when she is in the moment, she's in the moment. So she jumped into the pool. Latsi was like, no, you can't do that. You must learn how to think. And then the guy, I don't know, Uzamo. Zamo is, I think he's in charge of like sound and stuff like that. He was so angry, you guys. He was so angry that Nongu made such an impulsive sort of decision by jumping into the pool with the mic. And Latonga was like making such a big deal out of it. And I'm like, Latonga, chill. Like, I get it, you guys. Equipment is very expensive. And I feel like Zamo's reaction was justified because, yeah, it looked like he even wanted to swear, or he actually swore. And yeah, he was angry, you guys. And that was justifiable because these things are expensive, you guys. But Lassie, like, I was just like, Lassie, calm down. Oh, the way Lassie was making noise. But she like, no, no, Godo, you can't be doing this. Get out of the pool now. I'm just like, calm down, Mother Teresa. Like, I get it. Like, it's important for you to emphasize it, but like now it's getting too much. Like, it's getting too much, and it's just like, gosh, like it's tiring to have Lassie to always be like, I know she's trying to like tame situations, but I'm just like, at the end of the day, like, just let people be. Like, don't always like be like, yeah, like that was like just like a bit irritating for me. But Unongu, the only thing she was really worried about was that that night she was actually supposed to have um a date with Leon, aka Mr. 50-50, and she jumped into the pool with her hair done, with her makeup done. That's the only thing she was worried about, her makeup and her hair and her wig lifting. But yeah, I guess in her diary session she was feeling remorseful about the mic. And yeah, that was it. Later on, she had her dates with Leon. I guess production eventually agreed for Nongu to bring in production, to bring in a guest into the house. So she brought Leon there. They were having, I don't know if it's dinner or what exactly they were having. She was having a conversation with Leon, and I'm just like, some things I don't know what world Nongu grew up in, because some of the things she was even, some of the conversations she was even having with Leon, I'm just like, Nongu, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So anyway, she says to Leon that I don't know, she said to Leon, or she said it in a diary session, that she considers herself to be a hunter because she's a businesswoman and all her life she always had to hunt everything. And I'm like, maybe that's your problem when it comes to men. The moment some men, you guys, the moment you show them that you're hunters, they get too laid back. They get too laid back. I feel like there's certain things when you are locked into a relationship, they are then warranted to do, but you don't know this person. Like, why are you hunting someone you don't know? Like, take a chill pill and relax. And you say you're good looking, right? And you say you know you're good looking. Then let them hunt you. I mean, I'm sure they can see what you're seeing. So relax, take a chill pill, relax, and let these men hunt you. That's why maybe you constantly getting yourself heartbroken. You constantly meeting the wrong guys because you are constantly doing the work for them. And guess what? Chances are those guys that you believe are not doing the work, they're not hunting you. For the woman they actually want, they are doing the work, they are hunting. So I'm just like, yeah, Nongu, no. And then Nongu basically telling the guy that she's, never met a guy who's ever said, that he, wants to be with her only. And I'm like, I don't know the type of guys she meets. At least I know a lot of guys are willing to lie to you at least and tell you that they only want you in their life. But Nongu basically says she's never met a guy who basically wanted one woman. I'm like, which kind of guys are you meeting? Which kind of guys are you? I don't know. Maybe she needs to change the direction. Maybe needs to change the type of men she usually gives access to or hunts, in her own words. I really don't know, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think this Leon guy is into Unongul that way, and I feel like she's not seeing it. This guy, I don't feel like this guy has made any sort of intentional advances that shows that he really wants to be in a serious relationship with her. And I feel like Nongu is wanting that out of him. And I'm not getting those vibes. So Nonko was basically like, as you can see, like what I can see, I'm a good looking woman and whatnot. And Nonko was basically hoping that the guy is gonna kiss her. But when the guy stood up to leave, he just hugged her and he didn't kiss her. And she was basically irritated by that. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe Nonku is used to the first type of guys. The guys when day number one, when they kiss you day number one, it's intercourse already. But yes, this guy might not be into her, but I appreciate a guy that respects certain things, respects you, and just the setup. Number one, you're not in your own house there. This lady is on vacation, or who's on vacation, and she's sharing a house with a whole lot of ladies. The other ladies are standing on the balcony, basically looking in or trying to listen into their conversation. And she expected the guy to kiss her right there and there. No, I'm sorry. And I'm like, maybe it's something she's used to. I guess to some people, you guys, a kiss is really not that deep. But I'm just like, if you're really gonna find good men, or a man who's gonna really be willing to go that extra mile with you, Nongu, there's certain things that I feel like there should be certain actions that show that this guy respects you. And I feel like that was a respectful gesture of not kissing a whilst they are sharing a house with, like they were in a public setup, guys. They were eating near the pool and everyone could have seen them. So I get it and I appreciate that the guy didn't make that move. But Nongu didn't get that and she was quite irritated and she was like, you know what? This is where I draw the line. I'm shutting the doors with Leon because he didn't make moves. Like he's not showing that he wants me. And I'm like, I'm glad you're shutting the doors because clearly this guy, he's just not that interested in you, Nongu. And that's that. And then anyway, the ladies have a chocolate date. Let's see, Nongu, and let's go out to this chocolate kind of shop where they're making chocolate. like cute type of vibes. But I want to talk about the conversation that they were actually having when they were leaving the chocolate shop, which is that Nongu, right, has another man here in South Africa, except the guy wants is Tembu. He wants a polygamous type of situation, right? And Nongu says she doesn't want that for herself, right? So let's see on this side is like, okay, I'm hearing you saying you don't want that for yourself, but keep dating the guy till you get tired. Get it, whatever you get out of the guy till you get tired, and then leave once your heart is satisfied. But Liz, on the other end, is like, no, like you are not happy in this relationship. You are saying this is not what you want. Why waste your time in something that you don't want? Like, leave the guy, like, dump the guy, and that's that. So basically now it's that situation where Nongu's kind of like caught in between of two different types of advices. Like, I get Leslie's side of, get what you want out of the person up until you get tired. But the danger with that, you guys, is that the more time you spend with someone, the more you catch feelings. Especially, and this is how many girls find themselves trapped in situations that they ideally said that I don't want this situation. Nongu is saying she doesn't want polygamy, and Lassie is advising her that get out of this relationship what you want up until your heart is satisfied. But Nongu, guys, loves love. There's no way she can date without getting her feelings involved. So I feel like if she continues with Lassie's advice, she's gonna end up she's gonna end up settling for polygamy because her feelings would have settled, and now her mind is telling her, I've invested so much with this man. Anyway, all men cheat. Let me just settle. So I don't lie. I feel like that advice is good for girls who know how to date without putting their heart and feelings into it. And it is clear, Nongu has said it herself, she's not that girl. I am very much for Leslie's advice at this point, especially for a woman like Nongu. I feel like she really can get a guy who loves her. Nongu loves love, guys, and she's a giver, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I just feel like if she gives that love to the wrong people, they're going to take advantage of it, and thus she needs to be very stingy with herself and selfish with herself. But should and when she finds the right guy, that guy will truly appreciate the woman that she is. I'm very much for Liz's advice. I really think Nongu should leave that relationship if she really doesn't want istembu polygamous type of relationship. Why waste your time? Why hold yourself back from finding the one? If there's such thing as the one, why hold yourself back from finding the one just because you are enjoying yourself for today, fun for today, while delaying yourself? No, thank you. And then, guys, here the ladies go on a boat cruise, and as they are going on a boat cruise, the first thing that was on my mind is like, what is it with South African women? Why are you guys so thirsty? Yo. Crystal apparently says while the ladies were busy giving her drama and acting the way they were acting towards her, she was on Tinder and she found herself a 29-year-old son. Should we say son? She found herself a 29-year-old guy who was also in Jamaica for vacation with his parents. Imagine he came with his parents and his sister. He's a kid and he's busy with Abu Christel. So Christel comes with him there. Christel smudging the guy left, right, and center. Yo, Christel was smiling, guys. She was all smiles. Yo, shoot, Christel was so happy. I say, I've never seen Christel so happy. One thing about Christel, yeah, it's hunting daughter Christel. She has never shied away that men is it for her. So Crystal was so happy with the guy there. She brought her guy to the boat cruise. Everyone was so shocked because they didn't expect this out of Crystal. Of when did you get this guy? Like, where did he come from? Hi, Chiggy, while we busy have our eyes on Crystal, Chiggy, it's Bev this side. It is Bev busy with the captain of the ship, busy saying, oh, the captain of the ship is good looking, trying to make conversations with him there. I'm like, yo, but who busy? This side, it's the other ladies twerking, having fun. I'm like, you're South African woman. Nazi nasimugisa Jamaica. Yeah, man. So yeah, they really did have a good time. The rest of the ladies really did look like they had a good time. But the rest, no, like they had a good time, but mm-mm, I feel like Crystal like took it a bit too far. But anyway, let her enjoy herself, and yeah, um, what more can I say? Yeah, and then what else happened in this? Oh, guys, Londie London finally made it. Lundie London finally made it to the trip. Yes, and it's about to end. She finally made it to the trip. And listen, Londie's arrival just came with a different type of drama. So Lundie came, Lundie was well received. As she was well received, Lundie basically asked like the ladies to fill her in like what's been going on. And that's just where things just took like a toll. So while Londie's there and everyone's welcoming her, Mel looks like she's trying to get Londie close to her. She's like, no, me and you should go and sit in the jacuzzi and I'll fill you in and whatnot. And then Bev basically asks, Liz basically asks, like, what's going on? Like, what are you saying there? And then Mel's like, no, nothing. I'm just filling her in, just telling her what's what. And then they're like, no, you're lying. We heard you that you're telling her that you want to go and have. So I don't know. Mel was maybe trying to get like the new person on her side since the only person who's technically on her side is Crystal, and you can see Crystal has her own man now, so Crystal is unbothered. So yeah, the ladies try and fill Londie in and tell Londie about. They were telling Londie about Mel, that Mel basically called them rats, that Mel called Ulitabo Satan and all of that. And Mel was like, no, don't lie. I did not say that. There, Mel was, because it looked like Mel was trying to paint herself in a good light. And the ladies are like, no, you're not going to do that. If you're going to tell the story, you're going to tell it in its entirety and in its full truth. So the lady started bringing out that no, this is how Mel has been, and Mel did not react well to that. But as they were there, Bev was just like going on about. Bev was like, no, Mel, like you just apologized a few days back, and now there's someone new, and already you going back to your ways. And it did give off vibes that Mel was going back into her ways. Listen, guys, I've always been a fan of Mel from episode 1, but today she lost me. I am sorry. She lost me because she went too personal. No matter how much someone upsets you, like don't go that low, don't go that low. So anyway, now it's the ladies having a tour to and fro. The tabo ends up getting up from the table and says she's gonna call it a night, because now it's the tabo, it's Mel, having that bickering type of situation about the Satan word and all of that. So Litaba decides to get up, and she's like, nope, I can see where this is going, and I'm not going to let it get there. So let me leave. And then now it's Liz. It's not Liz, it's Bev. It's Bev and Mel left, and they're having a tour of and fro. You can see the other ladies, Abola Tongo, they're tired. They really don't want to get into this. And then Mel goes, like, scoops down and then brings up the situation of Bev's husband and daughter. So if you don't know this, you guys, Bev's ex-husband, if I'm not mistaken, and her daughter had something going. They were dating or still currently are dating. I really don't know. But Mel brings that up. And I'm like, it's too sensitive, you guys. You can't, no. It's too sensitive. And I think it was Mel's way of getting back at Bev, because Bev brought up the business thing of, obviously the Tammy Taylor of Mel and her husband scamming people. But I'm like, business is not equivalent to people's like personal life like that. yeah, Mel went too deep for me, and quite frankly, she has lost me as her fan because I don't appreciate people going that deep into people's like personal life. Like, no, it was not okay, you guys. And yeah, it ended sour like that. And Lundie said something in the diary session. She's like, one thing about Mel, Mel is cold. Mel is cold, and the things she gets to say because that was too deep. And I agree. Mel is really cold. And I feel like it is her defense mechanism in a sense because people have been coming for her, right? But like, no, you can't. No, 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 no. Like, I don't appreciate that. And when they showed and when they showed the upcoming trailer for the next week, Mel drops a bomb on Liz's business. She says she has some sort of news on Liz that no one knows, and she drops that bomb in front of all of the ladies. And we see Liz getting up, being emotional, and Mel is basically like, "Yep, revenge is served." And I'm like, that type of revenge? No, Mel. No, 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 Mel. So yeah, you guys, like man has lost me. I am sorry. I am sorry. Like I cannot be a fan of a person who is willing to go that deep because no, there's no ways. Anyway, guys, that is the recap of the latest episode of the Ultimate Girls Trip. Please do tell me what do you think about it if you did get to watch it. If you're listening to this commentary, what's your thoughts about it? Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you on the next one.